Hi guys, today I'm making a video. I just pulled in some footage I got of a bee, and I thought it'd be really cool to show how to color grade and, add black bars and just make it look more cinematic all around. Or at least this is how I do it. Before we do any of the color grading, just make sure you have your Lumetri scopes up here. Just click on that. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white balance eyedrop tool, and I'm just going to click on the lightest part of the image, which in this case is the bee's wing. Now as you can see, some of the settings have already changed a little bit because of the white balance, but we're still just going to go in and mess with it a little bit just to get it how we like it. Now as you're doing this, over on the left you're going to notice the Lumetri scopes change as you adjust things. So we're just going to move the blues up to about 26, and then the reds you're going to want to get those around in between 230 and 204, and that'll give you some of the best results. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do after that is go down to the curves, and you're going to put 3 pins in it, basically at the corner of these light boxes behind it. After that, pull the pins like so, and that'll give you sort of this S-shaped curve, and what that does is it basically just makes everything look really nice and gives the video that very finished look. And now that we're done with the curves, we'll go to HSL secondary and click on key, then click on the little eyedrop tool with the plus beside it, and now I'm going to select the green stalks of the flowers. Then go down and checkmark color gray, and that'll key out everything except for what you want to change the color of. After that, go down and adjust these slider thingies so you can get a more accurate key on the object. Then after a quick break to listen to Pig Step, I'm going to go in and I'm going to change the green to more of a blue. Also, be careful not to overdo it on the color, like blowing out anything. I feel like that's really easy to do when color grading. Now at first I felt like it needed to be a little bit warmer, so I messed with the temperature a little bit, but I didn't realize until the editing of this video that I literally did not change it at all. I did, however, mess with the contrast a little bit just to help everything pop. Now after this step, I'm going to add a vignette on it, or vignette. I've honestly heard it pronounced both ways. Anyways, I'm going to add that on it, and that just helps add the cinematic look to it. So just go down to these dials right here and just mess with it until you're happy with it, and honestly I think that looks good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add an adjustment layer, and let me just drag that over and extend that so it can fill up the entire clip. What we're going to do with this is we're going to add a crop from the effects panel, and we're going to go over and drag it onto the adjustment layer. We're just going to add those black bars in the effects controls by turning the top and the bottom to 11%. Then I went in and I just added a little bit of music under it just to see how it felt, and after seeing this I decided that I want to do a little bit more to it. The next thing we're going to add is called a warp stabilizer, so just go over and type in warp and it should pop up in the effects panel. And once you have that, just drag it onto your footage, and then you should see that it'll start analyzing the footage. After that, it should be analyzed fairly quickly, depending on the length of your clip. So now I'm just going to go in and watch it real quick, and I'm happy with how it looks with the warp stabilizer on it, but I think we can do a little bit more just to set it off. Alright, the next thing we're going to add is just a subtle digital push-in. So to add in a digital push-in, you're just going to want to go up into the effects panel and click on scale and just add a keyframe there. Now just move your marker to where you want the zoom to stop. Then as soon as you change the parameters, it will automatically add another keyframe. A zoom of 108 felt nice to me. It was just subtle enough, but also it looked pretty cool. Alright, and now that it's finished, let's see a comparison between the raw footage and the final product. Well, I hope this video helped you in your cinematic-esque editing style, and thanks for watching.